Hello folks, I'm going to get back out in the garage today. I'm waiting for my coffee to get finished brewing there, and figured I'd try to build up some calluses again on my fingers. I'm going to be doing some of the stuff I didn't do in the last video, which is clean the bed out, get the bed bolted down, finish up that gas tank install, and I don't know what all else I'm going to be getting into today. I may actually change the front tire on the passenger side. It always leaks down, and I'm hoping that the spare tire, once I air it back up, it'll hold some wind. But I'll probably put some stills in. I may put some footage in, I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. But I'll bring you along for the ride. This guitar doesn't tune too good at 40 degrees. Anyway, I'll get out there in just a minute. Okay, well, coffee's done. Time for me to get busy. According to the thermometer, I'll put that right here. The temperature is about 50 degrees out here in the garage. There's very little sun out here on the garage, so it doesn't heat up fast. But I'm gonna get busy and do the things that I talked about a few minutes ago, and we'll see how much I can get done today. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but the only thing left in the bed now is the bolts that need to go in it. I'm still amazed to this day that after this truck sat for 15 years almost out in the weather, that this bed has no visible rust holes. I mean, it's not even really even rusting. It's just, I guess, galvanized, but it just amazes me. I've seen other square bodies where the hole, like up there in the front, up there in the corners where the drain holes are, would be completely rotted out. Not this one. But anyway, I'm working on it. Okay, a couple of concerns about bolting this bed back down. One is lining the holes up by myself out here. I don't want to stick something down in the holes and try to forcefully align it by moving it with a dowel or something like that. So I'm going to have to be real careful there to get those lined up just right in order to be able to just drop them down and put them in without damaging that square hole. If you try to use the hole itself to align it with, then you take a chance of messing that up, and then tightening it will become a problem. Just to show you why I'm doing this, the nuts, I've already chased the tap through all of the nuts. Here's a bolt. It starts, but man, then it gets really, really hard. Even though the bolts have, or the nuts have had the tap gone through it. So this one here, I ran the die down it, and look how easy that goes. No problem at all. There'll be no problem at all spinning that on from underneath the truck. So I just wanted to show you the difference that it makes. It was even worse before I chased the nuts with the tap. So just a little tip for doing these. You don't want any resistance at all if you can help it, because like I said, those little square holes are kind of fragile. Just to show you, some of these bolts are really ugly, rusty looking. And when you get done with them, this is what they look like. This is a huge difference. A little bit of prep work goes a long way. Okay, All the bolts are in. They're all lined up. All 6 of them. The only one that I noticed that might give me any trouble is that one right there. I noticed that the sheet metal was kind of rounded. It wasn't from when I took it out, so it must have been when Dad had the gas tank changed before. Whoever pulled it out may have used an impact or something, but I was able to get it in. But we'll see what happens when I go to put the nut on and tighten it up. I'm hoping because I'm chasing all the bolts, it'll tighten up real easy. So all I got to do now is go underneath and put the nuts on, tighten them up, and then this will be called done. I got to tell you, for an old fart like me, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world to line these bolts up, but once you got them, they pretty much all kind of fell into place. I tried doing this one down here first, and then that one, where is it? Up there somewhere. Yeah, right there. But I was thinking if I got the 2 corners located that it would make it easier, but it didn't seem to help a whole lot. Still had to shake the truck around quite a bit and move it left and right, backwards and forwards. But we got it. Once I get it tightened down, everything should be good. Okay, the bed's bolted down. It ain't going nowhere unless the truck goes somewhere with it. So the chasing of the nuts and the bolts was a huge benefit. All I had to do was just screw it up in there. Didn't have to have anything to hold the bolt down in order to get it going. I just screwed the nut up on the bolt and then tightened it up. Piece of cake. Next is the gas tank, chasing those bolt holes or those welded on nuts, and get that part of the project finished. Okay, folks, I got the gas tank finished installed. It's all done. I did have to run the tap through 2 of the bolt holes in order to get it to go, and then 2 of the bolt holes on the new one weren't lining up quite right. It was a little bit of a struggle to get those all started, but I got them all in. I got the strap tightened up on the back. There was a breather hose on the inlet there to let it breathe, I guess. I got that on. I'd forgotten to put it on, I guess, when I put the tank up that night. I was in pretty much of a rush, but I got that on. When I crawled down there, I knew what I had done because I could smell gas. I tried to start it earlier and it wouldn't start. Come to find out, it was just out of gas. I hadn't put a lot in it, but now there it goes. I was going to change the tire on the front, swap it out with the one that was on the spare, but believe it or not, I don't have a lug wrench. I can't even get the dang hubcap off. So I'm going to have to go find me a lug wrench somewhere, and then I can change that tire. I think the other tire, the one that was a spare, I'm pretty sure it'll hold air once I pump it up. It's been probably, I think it's a brand new tire actually, but it's definitely, it lost its wind. So that'll be the next thing, I guess. That, put the seat in it so that I can at least back it out of here. And then again, I know I keep saying it, but I got to order the seals for the back window, the door windows. I have a seal for the windshield, and then we can. I'm not call the project done, but at least I can move it out and it'll be weather tight. So that's where I'm am for now. So that's what I got done today. So if you like this kind of content, an old fart working on cars or trucks, then please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.